Are these statues?
No. These are people.
Duh.
They were probably followers of the god of salt.
How did they become this way?
What in the world is hidden deep in this ruin? Look at this! It's filled halfway with salt.
Oh, it just looks like a fancy salt holder. Seems like the god of salt was a god lacking in treasures.
According to my knowledge, it's no ordinary vessel. Although it is only half full, it is also forever half full. That is to say, it is bottomless.
What? You're saying that even if I pour the salt out, the amount inside won't change?
Exactly.
Able to produce endless salt. The god of salt is powerful indeed.
Finally, after all that effort, I found precious treasure. I claim this is mine. I just need to pour the endless salt into 1,000 or 10,000 bags. I can sell it and make a fortune.
Hey! How can you use a relic of the god of salt for such a shallow pursuit?
If Mr. Clement wants this salt chalice, then the next object we find will belong to Miss Wanyan, according to the contract agreed upon.
Of course, as we agreed. But how can anything be worth more than this rare find?
Since we have a contract, it's no use for me to fight with him.
Then let's move on, shall we?
Barbados, guide us.
This is order. Rise! Crumble! Rise! Quake! Crumble! Just a simple ruler. It doesn't look to be worth anything.
This, if I remember correctly, this is some kind of measuring tool.
Indeed. But the god of salt imbued it with another power. When you stick this ruler in the ground, the surrounding area will become covered in salt, much like a rising tide covers the earth. The deeper it is stuck in the ground, the more salt will appear. It is essentially a bumper harvest of salt.
That's even better than the salt chalice.
Well then, according to our contract, the salt ruler goes to Miss Wanyan.
No, unacceptable. I paid for and organized this entire expedition. Why should I get the short end of the stick? And this girl has been useless. Why would she get anything?
Oh boy, here we go again.
So you were saying you want to break the contract?
So what if I break it? Now that I've seen how the mechanisms in this ruin work, I no longer need you. Let's not forget who hired who here. Why should I let you make the rules?
Because you agreed to a contract. Rex Lapis once said, "Ones who break their contracts shall suffer the wrath of the rock."
That is one of your Liyue gods. I am from Snezhnaya. I
will suffer the wrath of the rock. You may find it rather unpleasant,
your dues. Nice. Careless.
I shall confiscate your treasure as well. You are not worthy to continue any further into the ruin. Leave this place.
Oh, darn you! Just you wait.
Some archaeological survey. He could only pretend for so long. Hey, Paimon likes Mora, but Paimon doesn't do bad things.
Clement's wrongdoing stemmed from greed, yes. But besides greed, there are many other things that may tempt us to break contracts. When people see the object of their dreams, how many are really able to control their desire and follow the contract? I think we should be honest with each other now.
Huh? Be honest about what?
That in truth, not a single member of this archaeological expedition came here for archaeology.
Why do you say that?
Miss, you lack even the most basic archaeological knowledge and can recognize naught but a few simple relics. However, you are an expert when it comes to anything regarding the god of salt. You aren't interested in archaeology or relics. What you're really interested in is the god of salt. I believe those legends about the god of salt that you mentioned on the Pearl Galley are passed down between generations at Yin Hall.
Okay, that's enough. Sir, you are indeed a man of great knowledge and talents. I seem to have been right to seek you out once I plucked up my courage. You're right. I'm not a scholar of archaeology. I come from one of the 8 trades under the jurisdiction of the Qixing, Yinyuan Hall of the salt industry. Our ancestors were those protected by the god of salt all those years ago, when the Archon War engulfed the land in chaos.
Oh, right! Now that you mention it, the people of Leah very seldom use the name Morax.
During the war, Morax assassinated our god out of envy for her power. He left us alone and lost in the world. We hate him. But this is Morax's Leela after all. And its history is written as he wishes. So I seek proof of Morax's guilt. He has blood on his hands and cruelty in his heart. We agreed to a contract that we will face the truth head on, didn't we, Mr. Zhongli? You must judge this history fairly.
Naturally, of course. But I must add, Leah is no longer Morax's Leah. Come with me. All the answers you seek lie ahead.
Stabilize! Quake! Rise! Crumble! Quake!
A minor setback. What about my sword? Rain outlines your fate.
Order guide you.
My sword! Witness power of the fire!
Crumble!
Wind, hear me! This is a sword? It's a broken sword. This is proof. This proves that the god of salt had to fight back against the evil Morax. But sadly, she was defeated. The power of this sword surely is much greater than that of the Salt Chalice and Salt Ruler. If we can repair the sword, then we can show the world the mighty power of the God of Salt.
It does look like something was that.
Two pieces of a broken sword. From an archaeological perspective, these are two separate relics. According to the contract, you can only claim one.
Why? We were alternating claims to treasure, true, but Clement is no longer here.
Yes, but the only one object per claim clause still holds true. You cannot take two relics at the same time.
This logic!
Zhongli, she seems like a good person, and no one is fighting over the treasure. How about you let this one slide, huh?
When there's a contract, nothing can be allowed to slide. If the contract is not followed, then it is broken.
No! If I only take one half, then it can't be repaired, and the power of the God of Salt cannot be restored. No matter what, I must be faithful to her. Even if it breaks the contract, I don't care.
So you are already
decided?
Then there is a price to pay for breaking the contract. That is to say, you consign yourself to suffer the wrath of the rock.
That's okay. The God of Salt gave up her life to protect her people. My sacrifice is nothing compared to that. Punish me however you want. Just let me take this proof of my faith.
No, you can't hit her!
Perhaps that punishment would be easier for her. But as punishment, I will tell you the truth.
Huh? The truth? You mean the truth is my punishment?
Yes. The truth that I am about to tell you shall be your price to pay for breaking the contract. I'm afraid to say that the God of Salt, Havria, was not the powerful god you imagine her to be. Rather, she was a small and weak god who yielded to all other gods. When it came to war, she lost, never able to win a seat among the seven.
What?
During the Archon War, the gods of this world used all their strength and cunning to vie for control of Tevat. But Havria instead chose to flee. She thought that by giving up before a fight could start, she could save herself and her people from the war. However, during such a long war, there is no end to the advances of aggressors. After making countless concessions, Havria lost all of her lands, until only one small haven remained.
No. It can't be so.
In her last days, she had not even a single blade to defend her people with.
Not even a single blade? Then, this sword.
This sword is not a relic belonging to the God of Salt, but is instead the murder weapon used to kill her.
Murder weapon? No! That's not true! That can't be true! You're trying to test my faith in the God of Salt!
As I said before, I only state the facts.
Preposterous! You are a follower of Borax! Don't try to trick me!
Hey! Come back!
Indeed. Otherwise, why would I use the truth as punishment? I did not want to tell her such cruel facts. But the contract was broken. Let's follow her deeper into the ruin. There, I fear, we will find something that will leave her no choice but to face the truth.
It's time to move on. We shouldn't stay here.
Are these statue thingies running? What will we find ahead?
Salt. And betrayal.
What are all these? What did they see? What did they do? What?
Since you do not trust me, let us continue onward. That which lies beyond this door will show you all that happened back then. This is the scene of the crime. Havria's body dissipated, leaving nothing but these traces of salt. Her dying moments have since been frozen in time to this very day. The story continues that some among her people realized at last that this gentle, kind, but weak god could never protect anyone in wartime. The Archon War was cruel in the extreme, instead of consigning her to the agony of defeat. They thought perhaps it would be better to give her a quick release.
But what about these statue thingies?
No matter how weak the god, the power that flows forth when they are slain is beyond the strength of mortal coils to bear. Those who could not flee were thus transformed. Those of her people who were untouched by this disaster left for Liyue, where they sought refuge with Rex Lapis. Their descendants feared Havria's remnants and lived in terror that she had laid upon them an eternal curse. So they risked their lives to come here, to break the sword and offer up obeisances in hopes that her anger might be appeased. But they need not have done so. For how could a god who had never once resisted, even till the end, nurse hatred for her people in her heart?
Even if this is so, I can't. This must be a lie. A false history, all of it. Don't you dare try to shake my faith.
Yikes! Xiangli didn't show any mercy this time either.
This is the price she must pay. Yet I would not call it a bad thing. Judging by how she appeared, I fear that she will struggle for a time. But even if she may not escape that struggle immediately, simply recognizing the truth is good enough for now. No, indeed. How sharp of you. Yet this is not a matter of wisdom, only age. Faith in a god who has already passed will do you no good. So it is for Havria. And so it is for Morax also. All right then. Now, would you like to accompany me in taking a trip to Guyonstone Forest?
Huh? What do you want to do, Xiangli?
Treading old ground, telling old stories. One cannot help but be reminded of old acquaintances.
Got me in the mood for reciting some laws. Let's see. Commercial Law, Leela, Chapter 27, Section 6, Article 3 stipulates that... Wait, what was it? Oh my goodness, I've completely forgotten. What is wrong with me today?
Now, I mentioned before that many gods of old have been sealed beneath the Guyan stone forest. The Adepti have presently handed Leela over to mortals, and Havria's time was even further in the past. The Salt's chalice and Salt ruler that she left behind should not return to Leela. To leave them here is to let them slumber. And it is also a homecoming. I ended an era with my own two hands. I've always wondered how I should remember that which I ended. History records, but history may be changed. This incident proved that. Time is a mighty force, and history's twit. I need to find a better way of recording history in order to engrave its truth. Stone carvings were one such ancient method, but unchanging stone, immovable earth, even one such as myself. Someday we may all disappear.
Jean-Louis.
Therefore I thought of you, traveler. You are one who crosses the celestial atlas, and who passes through countless worlds. If our history is engraved in your memory, it will one day accompany you into another world. As long as a traveler like you is able to record what happened, then a backup of sorts will exist for times and tides of Tevat.
Sounds like tough work.
Now then, it is time that we consigned both the Salt Chalice and Salt Ruler to the sea.
Why do we need to throw them into the sea?
As I said before, this is the place to which the remnants of many bygone gods are consigned. This includes Osial, Overlord of the Vortex. Thousands of years ago, the Adepti and I fought against the turmoil that plagued every corner of this land. Guyan Stone Forest, where I sealed many gods with my spears. After so long, naught but folk tales remain. Osial, you and I were foes, but our ancient grudge is but a bygone memory now. May that which Havria has left behind be yours to subsume. And thus another spark of divinity departs from Leela. My legacy shall now be left to those who come after to debate.
Be on your guard, traveler. Now is no time for sightseeing.
Oh, why is that? Has something happened?
Yes. As unusual as this may sound,
Numerous eyewitness reports have confirmed an active Ruin Guard presence in this area, even though this is far beyond their normal area of activity. Sergeant sent someone to find out just where these ancient machines might have come from. It appears that they simply left their ruin and marched off all of a sudden, for no clear reason.
So did somebody wake them up?
As I say, the reason is still unclear. We have very little intelligence at present. Moreover, the ruin in question is of the especially spooky variety. Strange noises are often heard coming from within. As such, we are not permitted to investigate until the order comes through from headquarters. Sorry? Did you say something?
Was that supposed to be your impression of Master Dealey talking about the Knights of Favonius?
In any case, the only sensible strategy in the meantime is to increase Millilith patrols. We must not let innocent civilians come to harm.
That's a good point. Ruin guards are probably pretty dangerous for regular folk.
Wow.
I'm very grateful indeed for the offer, but...
It just wouldn't be worth the risk.
Oh, don't worry about that. This one beats up ruin guards for breakfast.
Is that so? Well, if you're genuinely offering. I did see some Ruin Guard footprints on the hillside, but since then I've been too busy warning passersby to investigate myself.
Footprints, eh? Interesting. We'll take the case.
While the Millilith stands guard, evil shall never prevail. On behalf of the Millilith, I salute you, traveler. You have my gratitude. I will rendezvous with you once I have finished my patrol.
That guy was talking about. Here's another one. Yep. Seems the ruin guards did come out for a walk after all. Leads us here to... A ruin guard! Over there! Windblade! Be gone! So is
Red finds your fate.
Well, that's one down. Let's keep looking around. Maybe we'll find some more. What is he wearing? I've never seen one this close before. Have you ever seen one? You bet! Mr. Cyclopses are crazy strong. No bad guys can escape from these guys, that's for sure. Mr. Cyclops? Aw, that's cute! Wait, what? Do people seriously call them that? Yep, my brother said so. And he's the best toy seller in the whole world. It's his job to sell this kind of stuff. Right now, he's at the Institute for Toy Research in Liyue. That's where Mr. Cyclops has come from. It's always nice to meet someone else who likes toys. So tell me, where'd you get your toy from? Must be a pretty new kind, huh? I've never seen one that can fly and talk before. Hey! Just because you get to play with Paimon all the time does not mean that Paimon's a toy!
Greetings. Have you found anything? Oh. A child? What's the situation here?
We just, found him.
You shouldn't be out here, boy.
There are killing machines in the area. It's extremely dangerous.
Killing machines? You mean ones that look like this?
Precisely. And including this one. It's not moving now, but if it were to wake up, the consequences would be...
You take that back! Mr. Cyclops is not a killing machine! He's one of the good guys!
Mr. Cyclops?
We shouldn't be talking to this guy. If he's saying mean things about Mr. Cyclops, he's definitely a bad man.
I'm just trying to help. I've always been hopeless at dealing with children.
Well then, why don't you get back to your normal job and leave us to do the babysitting?
It seems I have no other choice. Very well. I will continue with my patrol. Please escort the child to somewhere safe. It's much too dangerous here.
The mighty Mr. Cyclops scared off the bad guys once again! My name's Tusa. I came all the way from Snezhnaya to look for my brother and Leela. But I'm all on my own, and I don't know where to find him. You came all the way from Snezhnaya? Oh, I think this is the part where I give you this. There you go. What is it? Looks heavy. What the... My brother said I should take it with me. He said, find a nice person to give this to, and they will take good care of Tusa. Your brother makes a good point. Still, it's hard to believe you made it all this way armed with nothing but a few bags of mora. Your family must be super rich. I never knew you could make so much mora from selling toys. Yay! Thanks, nice lady. All right, now we gotta make a pinky promise. You make a pinky promise, you keep it all your life. You break a pinky promise, I throw you on the ice. The cold will kill the pinky that once betrayed your friend. The frost will freeze your tongue up so you never lie again. Wow, that one nursery rhyme kind of says all you need to know about Snezhnayan culture. Well, if we weren't your babysitters before, we sure as heck are now. But where should we look for your brother? Great idea! Alright, off we go! Alright! Finally, now I get to see my brother!
plenty.
Join the Adventurers Guild.
What should I put in my letter?
Julie's at stuff. Have some new letters. Where has Master gone this time?
What should I put?
Chłopiec jest bezpieczny. Ruszaj. Dziękuję.
That seems a little inappropriate, don't you think, sir? How can you...
Relax. Once in a while can't hurt. It'll be fine.
What is he doing here? Yay, my brother! I found you!
I know that voice. Why, if it isn't my little brother, Tooser. My goodness. What a nice surprise, Tooser. I thought I would have to wait till I return home before seeing you again. How are the others? Sister Tonia and Brother Anton? Is everybody keeping well?
They miss you a lot. Tonya prays for you every day at dinner.
Wait a second. What are you doing here in Liyue, Tooser? How have I not heard anything about this?
Well, what happened was, I saw a boat that looked like it was selling toys, so obviously I thought you were on board. And then, when I got up, I just kept walking and walking, and then I found a Mr. Cyclops. Mr. Cyclops scared off a bad guy, and then I found this nice lady to help me come look for you. Cool. Suddenly Paimon doesn't feel so bad about taking Tooser's money.
Tooser, what you did was extremely dangerous. I'm so happy to see you, really I am, but please, promise me you won't do anything like this ever again.
Okay, I promise. Please don't be mad at me.
I'm not mad at you. I just care about your safety, that's all. If you hadn't met these nice people, things could have been a lot more dangerous for you, Tooser. I hope you said a big thank you to them.
Yep, I always remember my pleases and thank yous. Oh, so you did notice we were here. You were just ignoring us. Gotcha.
Forgive me, it's always family first where I'm from. Don't take it personally. I know we've had our differences up to now, but a few minor quibbles aside, we get on quite well, don't you think? Come on, you know I'm just a pawn and all that, just doing my part. As for who wins, who loses, and how each side deals with the consequences, I prefer to leave all that up to the ones playing the game. I'm much more interested in who wins and who loses when it comes to our little sparring matches.
Sounds like you're ready to get your butt kicked again.
You're forgetting something about me. I, Tartaglia, spend every second getting stronger. Don't expect to have it quite so easy next time.
You aren't gonna fight now, are you?
Maybe not right now. Not while my kid brother is watching.
Why do you want to fight the nice lady? Are you guys enemies?
No, not at all. Allow me to formally express my sincerest gratitude for taking care of my darling brother. His safety matters very much to me.
So anyway, Paimon has a question. Tooser said something about you being a toy seller. What's that that all about? Aren't you supposed to be one of the Fatui's harbingers?
Yes, about that. Shh, look. I only told him that so that he'll look up to me. In the eyes of a child, working with toys must be the best job imaginable, right? I don't want my family to have anything to do with the Fatui's, or should I say Snezhnaya's, darker side. The older ones already know that I serve the Tsaritsa, but Tusser is still so young, and in his eyes... As I was saying, I remain Snezhnaya's greatest expatriate toy seller, currently attached to the Liyue branch of our Institute for Toy Research.
That's right! My brother's the greatest! He's Mr. Cyclops' bestest friend!
Just humor me in front of Tusser, if you would be so kind. Yes, Ekaterina. I will deal with the issue of that outstanding payment right away.
Hey! Slinking up, are we?
But Master Child, would it not be a little improper to ask you to deal with debt collection?
A bet is a bet, isn't it? And if you lose a bet with an agent, well, you might as well get a little exercise out of it.
Are you going off to sell toys now?
That's right. As much as I'd love to catch up a little longer, Tusser, duty calls. I'm sure Miss Nice Lady here will be happy to keep you company while I'm out, though.
So we still need to keep babysitting for you? Sure! I really like this lady. And anyway, she made a pinky promise to take good care of me.
Well, it sounds like Tusser really likes you, and that you've already made a pinky promise to take good care of him anyway. Then I'm in your debt. Here, take this as Tusser's entertainment fund. I want him to have a good time while he's in Liyue, so take him anywhere he wants. If need be, you may find me by the river near Qingshu Pool. I'll see you both around.
Looks like we'll be hanging out with Child's kid brother for a while. So, where are we going to play first? How about we start with the toy store? What are those super colorful winged things? They're called kites. The kids in Liyue love them.
Hello there, dear. You look like you've come a very long way.
Let Granny guess. From what you're wearing, I would say... Snezhnaya.
That's right. How do you play with these kite things, Granny?
When the wind picks up, you let out the string, and whoosh, the kite will fly into the air, up, and away.
Wow, that's amazing! Do you have any Mr. Cyclops ones?
Mr. Cyclops.
I'm sorry, I want to fly Mr. Cyclops high to the sky so all the kids can get to know him.
Well, I can do custom builds, but I need some amount of reference material.
Will this picture do? I drew it myself. I bring it with me everywhere. I'll manage. Still, I must warn you that custom builds can really be quite expensive. We should be fine. Child was pretty generous with that entertainment fund. But then again, throwing money around willy-nilly is, kinda irresponsible. Your words, not mine. But yes, we're on the same page here. Either way, it's time to talk prices. This price is fair. Well then, I'll get that custom order done for you. Thanks, Granny. Worry not. Just leave it to me. For our next stop, why don't we head to Wanda Restaurant? It would be mighty crying to go all the way to Lula and never try the food.
Hello, welcome. Table for three?
This restaurant has a really choking smell.
A choking smell? Oh, you must be referring to our signature spicy chili scent.
Spicy chili? But I can't eat spicy food.
Oh, what a pity. A person who can't eat spicy food misses out on half of life's joys.
Is it really that bad? My meals have to have lots and lots of sugar, and the oil has to be extra virgin vegetable oil. Wow, we've got a real rich kid on our hands. Looks like Wanda Restaurant's dishes aren't to Tooth's taste. Maybe we should go somewhere else.
Will that be all? Any more special requests?
What do you mean, Chef now?
Giving the people what they want is the very reason One Man Restaurant exists. If I thought for 1 second that I couldn't make a dish to satisfy this child's taste, I would have absolutely no business calling myself a chef ever again.
Whoa, there seems to be a lot of professional pride riding on this. And we'll leave it to you, Chef now. We'll be eating here after all. Sure.
But let me say this first. Special requests are going to cost you more than normal. Of course, we aren't going to demand prices anywhere near as exorbitant as the likes of Lily Pavilion or Sunya Kiosk.
Is it just Paimon, or are premium custom orders in fashion lately? Still, surely there must be a little room for negotiation, right?
Done. I'll go prepare the food then.
Great! It's time for a nice meal!
Please sit wherever you like. Your food will be with you shortly.
It was a little too sweet. Paimon feels a little sick. I thought it was just right. Almost exactly like how my sister Tonya makes it. But this doesn't feel right somehow. Didn't we bring Tooster here to try Lily's specialties? Whatever. So where do you want to go next, Tooster? I was so caught up looking for my brother when I first got here that I didn't get a good look around. Good idea! The hustle and bustle at the wharf is a specialty of Lily Harbor, too.
This money will invest.
Wow. Leo has really got luck. Wow, this place is huge! And enough to freeze. Paimon is kind of a traveler's exclusive personal tour guide. But since this is a special occasion, Paimon can make an exception to help Tuser get to know the place. This place is Lile's commercial hub, and it's been the biggest port in the 7 nations ever since it was decided that Lile would take on the world through trade. Other than merchant vessels, many fishing boats and industrial transports dock here to replenish their fishery supplies and daily necessities, which, thanks to the immense throughput, Paimon can't remember how the rest goes anyway. Well, guess Paimon will just have to explain this Paimon style. So this harbor is like Tavat's mouth, and it's the biggest mouth you've ever seen. All the nations float their boats over the sea into the mouth. The harbor goes yum 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 yum, and has a taste of each boat and the cargo it has on board. Then, Lily Harbor rubs its big round belly in satisfaction because it's all stuffed full of delicious Mora. Hey, what's that big metal hook over there? I want to see. Wait, Tuser, don't run off! After all that, he wasn't even listening. Use it to hold themselves in position to stop the wind and waves from blowing them away. An anchor. Got it. But I think I might get it mixed up with Commodore Hook. Commodore Hook? Is this another one of your weird toy memes? My brother always sends me a really big toy for my birthday. Commodore Hook, Black Steel Jack, Iron Tony. We keep them all in our backyard. And that's why I can't bring them with me all the time. It's a shame. Wow! Using Fatui funds for personal gain? To think Snezhnaya would let their harbingers do that! All for some giant toys! But suddenly, it doesn't seem so strange that Tuser would treat a ruin guard as a giant toy. But my favorite has to be Mr. Cyclops. Even though I mostly came here to see my brother, the other big thing I wanted to do was play with Mr. Cyclops. Oh, are they selling fish over there? Let's have a look. Quick! Running off! Is this where they sell fish? Wow, the fish here in Lila are so small.
Hey, whose fish are you calling small? Little kids shouldn't go around ruining others' business.
He's just a curious kid. No need to get worked up. That said, these fish are actually pretty big by Paimon standards. Just how big are the ones you're used to, Tuser?
Maybe 200 times your size?
Legends in my hometown about it. It's supposed to be a super delicious fish.
I told my brother about it, and he went out to sea to catch one for me.
A few days later, he returned with a humongous fish slung over his shoulder. Anton and I were so happy. Are you sure that was a fish? Paimon thinks it sounds more like some sort of leviathan. Hey, Miss Nice Lady! Let's go over there to see the folks! What's wrong, Tooser? Are you tired? You don't seem so happy. I miss my brother. What? But we were just with him. Yeah, but for such a short time that it doesn't count. Take me to see my brother. I don't want to play anymore. Well, we've played with Tooser long enough, haven't we? Paimon thinks we've tried our best here. Child said that he'd be by the river near Genshin. Why don't we look for him there? Yay! Let's go! So many travelers.